Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video I'm doing a review of Goosebumps Season 1 Episode number 8, You Can't Scare Me. Now this is a late review of it, and I told you guys in the previous video that was supposed to be the last video I was going to do today. I decided to go ahead and do one more, and this is it. So Nora in this one, I gotta warn you before I continue, there will be spoilers. If you have not watched episode 8, please do. So, this is a late one because I was either so dead tired or so just exhausted. Well, I'll take that back, that's the same thing. Either I was so dead tired or I was so, busy that I really did not want to watch Goosebumps. But with episode number 9 coming up tomorrow, it's definitely going to want to watch that. I'll probably end up watching that episode probably tomorrow. I do not know what the episode's title is. So this one is You Can't Scare Me, and I really need to look it up to see. Oh, great. I turned on my phone. So while it's doing that, So, so if you hear some sounds, that's my phone turning on. So, in this episode, Nora is trying to get rid of Slappy. Now, I will say I really did like the design of Slappy in the movie, and he was scary in the Goosebumps TV show. So when we're talking about an evil like Slappy, it's very different than in the Goosebumps TV show back in the 90s, where it was just the children that were targeted. Sorry about that. The phone has I gotta put my code in there. So yeah. So I'm gonna look it up and see if there's a book reference to it. So we'll just do this. So here, come on. I hate when it does this. It takes forever for the little thing to pop up. You can't scare me. Alright. So, let's see here. So, You Can't Scare Me is actually a title of a Goosebumps book. And, alright. So, yeah. Alright. Okay, come on. Okay, so You Can't Scare Me, and this is what the cover looks like. It's going to be about this book. So it says, okay. So it says here, get Goosebumps with a startling okay. It says here, Courtney is a total show-off. She thinks she's so brave, and she's always making Eddie and his friends look like wimps, but now Eddie's, yeah. So then, of course, this is the 90s, cover. Alright. Yeah. So this was actually published in 1993, and it was followed by One Day in Horrorland and Return of the Mummy. So yeah, so far either these titles are a phrase or from a Goosebumps book, which is I really like. I love that. So get into it. So yeah, so Nora is trying to bury Slappy, and so the teens, they have managed to escape from the sketchbook, and they are trying to get to Nora before Creepy Man, who the spirit that resides inside of their teacher's body, finds her first. And of course, a little later on in the episode, they actually are teamed up with their parents. I absolutely just devoured this episode. This episode was so good. And here's something interesting is, even though Disney Plus is showing it, it is actually produced by Sony. And I didn't even pay attention to this. So while you are getting it on Disney Plus, it is actually Sony who is producing it. So that's probably why the CGI is better than it would be in a typical Disney Plus TV show. So I can really get the idea that is why the CGI is so good and why the episodes are so good. This is not Disney itself doing this, because Disney, as far as I know of, they do not own the rights to Goosebumps. It is Sony that's doing this. So it was just so good, and it was a great ending to that particular part of the story, where he finally gets reunited with his dead parents, and they go off into the afterlife, which I thought was so sweet and so nice. It really shows, I think, in this series that it's possible to have good quality programming that doesn't suck, programming that actually feels like that they actually have some kind of inspiration. So I don't really know if they're going to do a season 2. I really hope so, now that the actor strike is over with. But it was a really great episode. So I'm going to give this episode 5 stars. And I will tell you, I do want to watch this show, another show, but I really want to watch this episode tomorrow. So yeah. So we'll see what happens. On another note, I do have a general idea of what I'm going to do to my room/office where I write my books, and I'm hoping to be able to do it next week. I'm going to go to Walmart and buy some shelving if they have it, and me and my brother are going to get together and we're going to knock this thing out. This room looks like a total hurricane. By the time I'm done, it's going to look damn nice. So so that's another thing. I will show you video of my very messy room prior to it being cleaned up. And yes, it'll prove there is hope that you can actually clean your room. So I will see you guys around. Bye.